Hey guys, I've had a lot of questions about engraving glass with a CO2 laser. I do my glass engraving actually on my P2S, which is a CO2 laser. For your best results on glass, you are eventually going to want to go with a UV laser. However, it can be done on a CO2, and I wanted to show you guys how I do my glass. Uh, I am going to be doing a glass award today. These ones are actually crystal. They're really, really nice. They are from JDS. They're like have this beveled design. They are beautiful, and they even come in this awesome little case, which is great. So that they come and you've got a gorgeous box to gift these in. So that's what I'm going to be using. These are from JDS. And then you're also going to need some Blazer Orange, which is just this orange masking, basically. It's almost like a rubbery type of material. But you're going to put that on your glass. I buy mine in a sample size. I get it from JDS too, just because I don't do a whole lot of glass. So I don't need a whole ton of that material. But you can buy it in rolls as well, which is probably going to be a lot better price if you are engraving a lot of glass. Although, at the end of the day, if you are engraving a lot of glass, I would definitely move towards a UV laser. But I wanted to show you, like I said, what I do. So we are going to get into it. Here we go. So I'm starting out with my Blazer Orange, and I am just going to cut this down to size. And then I peel it off first. It is a little difficult to peel off, so I peel it off and then I try to place it. And I do stretch it out just a little bit and kind of trim it down here. You want to make sure you get all of the bubbles out and make sure it's down really flush. Now the next thing I do is I put masking tape around the sides, and this is not to hold down the orange masking at all. This is actually just so that with this beveled shape on the camera, when I go into the software, it's really hard to see where the actual edges are and get things lined up. So I add this blue tape because it shows up a lot better through the camera, and that way I can see exactly where my edges are and I'm not guessing when I'm trying to place my engraving. So I'll go ahead and I'll place this on the laser, and then I kind of adjusted it and used a piece of wood there just to make sure it was straight and even how I wanted it. Next I'm going to go over to the software, and I'm just going to do a quick measure here. I do sometimes do a couple measures on these just to make sure that I'm getting the best measurement. It can be a little bit finicky. And then I am always going to use the close-up camera icon on here, and that just gets the most accurate photo. I kind of know where my camera lies, and so I usually place mine a bit to the left. I'm not going to place it directly center, just so that that's just how my camera is kind of calibrated. So that's kind of a little bit up to you to know your machine, but I'm going to go ahead here and then upload my file that I'm going to be using for this. This is an award for a realtor, and so I do several of these at a time fairly frequently, and so I'm going to just get that lined up how I want it. And then one thing that I do to help me get everything centered how I want is I draw a rectangle that is going to be the size of the working area that I have on this award. And then I can place that right at the edges here. And then when I go to center my design, I'll center my design based on that. And that way I'm not eyeballing, is this actually centered? I can actually use that rectangle to make sure that, yes, it is actually centered. And then probably one of the most important things that you're going to do is you're actually going to reverse your image, because you're going to be engraving this on the back of your glass. And then I'm going to go ahead and get everything centered using that rectangle that I made. And then we are going to enter our settings. So when I do these, I do 2 separate passes. I do 1 pass, then I wait a few minutes, and then I do a second pass, both at pretty low power. So I'm going to go ahead and set my power to 17. Sometimes I even do 16. And then for my speed, I'm going to do 250. And lines here, I am going to do 200. And then that is my settings for the first pass. And then I do just make sure that my rectangle there is set to ignore, since I don't want to engrave that. And then we can go ahead and run this. So here's what it looks like after that first pass. So I'm going to let it sit for just a couple minutes. It seems to really make a difference in the quality of my engrave when I wait in between the passes. And then I am going to go ahead and go back to the software and then run my second pass here. And for this pass, I'm going to use 14 power, 225 for speed, and 200 for lines. I'm not going to move my image at all, and then we're just going to go ahead and run this again. And now for the fun part. Our engraving is done, so I'm going to go ahead and remove my tape and remove the Blazer orange and get an idea of how everything turned out. Masking all peels off pretty easily. The Blazer orange is not really like a sticky material, so it comes off pretty easily. And as you can see, it turned out pretty good. I know it's a little hard to see with the background. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of a close-up here. Alright guys, and that is how I do my glass on the P2S. Let me know if you decide to give it a try, and if you like this tutorial, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. See you next time!